How's it going, everybody? Today, we are not Lucky Green. Today, we are going to be Jake the guitar player, and we're going to give you a tutorial on how to play MacKenzie Bourg's Roses, the acoustic version. Now, there is already a tutorial for this song on YouTube, but his tutorial uses a capo. The acoustic, the original version of this song does not use a capo. Not saying it's bad, not saying you can't play it like that. I think that's a great tutorial. It sounds really good. The guy did an incredible job on how to play it. I highly encourage you to go check it out just to hear a different version of it. I'm going to leave it in the description below. But I'm going to show you how to play it the way that MacKenzie's played it on the performances that we've seen live on American Idol, showroom sessions, on his YouTube channel, etc., etc. Yahoo Music is the other one. This is mostly from the showroom sessions recording it, which was about a year and a half ago. I'll show you a couple of little variations here and there that he does. But for the most part, this is all taken from that session. I really love this song. It's got a great intro. It's got a great verse. If you could sing it, props to you, because it is a hard song to sing. I know, because I can't really sing at all in general. But this song would be incredibly hard for me to sing. It's definitely out of my range at this point. But it's a really fun song to play nonetheless, and people always have told me, wow, this is a cool song. What is that? I want to know what that is. So with that being said, here we go. This song, one more thing. I'm going to try and do a couple more of these. I have some of the other MacKenzie songs. I know Heartbeat. I know the amazing cover he did of Billie Jean. I know Summertime Love. I'm working on Little Moon, so I can get that one out. I know he's planned on releasing that single soon, so that'd be a good one to get out. But we're going to stick with Roses today, and we're going to teach you that. So, to get you started, this song's in the key of E, which just means it has some chords that are involved with that, and there's only 4 chords. It's going to be E, A, B, and C sharp. The whole entire verse, is C sharp. Okay, but it's got that cool intro stuff that he does. With that being said, since I don't have dots on my guitar, this is for reference. This is my 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 9th fret, 12th fret. That's where the dots would be. We're going to start here on the 9th fret. On the D and the G string, we're going to call this the D hammer-on, which just basically means we're plucking the A string, D string, and D string, or the A string, D string, and G string. I said D string twice. And then the other one will be the A hammer-on, which is where we pluck the E string, A string, and D string. So that's just to get out of the way. We'll get to that in a second. But we're going to start with the D hammer-on, and you're going to pluck all 3 of those strings that I mentioned, and you're going to hammer on the D string from 9 to 11. And you're going to have your pointer finger down on the 9th fret of the D string and the G string, both of them at the same time, open A string. And then hit that open A string twice after you play that, and then hammer on again. Take your finger off, just play that 9th fret without the 11th hammer on, and then hit the 11th fret of the A string, and then do that A hammer on where you do the E, A, and D string. And on that one, you take those 2 that you had bar down here, just move your finger up 1 string, and your bar down the A string and the D string. Then hit the open E twice, hammer on again, hit the 9th fret of the D string, single string, hit the single string A, hit the single A string on the 11th fret, and then do the D hammer on again. Sounds like that. Okay, so you get back to that point. You hit the A string twice. This time he does the little high string, the little high note he puts in there, which is just a hammer on the G string from 9 to 11, which you already have barred, so it works out. It plays really nice. Right there. Single string 9th on the G. And then you do 11th on the D. And then you do the A hammer on. And then you do that same part again. So then you get back here, do the same thing. But now he does that little walk down into reach out and grab it while supplies last. So that's what that is. You hammer on again, then you take that hammer on off. Just do the ninth fret on the A and D string, and then you bring it down to the 7th string, bring it down a whole step, and then hit the 7th fret on the low E. And then I'll take you into the next part. So I'll just do that one little last part again. Okay, so you get that. And then we're gonna make an F. We're gonna make a B chord, but in an F shape. So you're gonna do. I'm gonna show you the way he plays it, and I'll show you 2 different ways you can do it. This is really just a B major chord if you know what that is already. But this is the way MacKenzie plays it: thumb on the 7th fret of the E, ring finger on the 9th fret of the D, middle finger on the 8th fret of the G, pinky down on the high E string on the 9th fret, pointer finger down on the high E string on the 7th fret. So both of those are on the high E string. And what you're going to do is basically play all the notes you have pressed down right now. Oh, sorry. I had that all down one step. I got confused by my own dots. Okay, that's the gist of what he does. So what you're doing, you have that chord shape, and you're going to play the low E, D, G, high E. You're going to take your pinky off, do the same thing again, E, D, G, high E. Then you're going to put your pinky back on, strum, take your pinky off, strum again. There you go. Then after you're done with it, I'll hit it again. You hit a kind of a slap percussive thing, and then you get back into this thing. Okay, that's the whole verse, whole intro. I made a little mistake there. I'm not perfect. We all make mistakes, so it takes some getting used to. Even I've played it a million times, and I still don't have it down completely. But it takes some getting used to. Once you get it down, you'll feel good. Instead of doing that whole little sequence right there with the pinky, if you don't like doing that, you're not comfortable with your pinky, you can just instead take your pointer finger, move it up one string to the B string, do the rest with your with the rest of your fingers. Forget about the pinky, and you can just strum this. Same thing, that's just a B. You're just doing it a little simpler. You can, instead of hammering on the E string, you can hammer on the B string now and get kind of a different effect. Something like that. It's something you can play around with. It's very open for that. But now we'll get into the chorus, which is just 2 chords, 3 chords really. You just use a B again. It's A to E, A to E, A to E to B. That's the whole chorus. It's not open A. He uses the A up here. We're going to do an F shape like we did for the B, but this time we're going to do it on the 5th fret for the A string. So thumb on the E string on the 5th fret. We're going to do ring fingers, 9th fret D string, middle finger 8th fret of the G string, and then we're going to mute the bottom 2 strings with our pointer finger. A string's muted by our thumb, so the only thing we're hearing is the low E, the D, and the G. And then you're going to strum it like this. Down, up, 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 down, up. And then you get to the E, which is just an open E, for those of you that don't know. 2nd fret on the A and the D string. 1st fret on the G string. Same strumming pattern. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, but during that E, he does that little cool thing. What's that little... So I'll play it for you and then I'll show you what it is. So what is that? The only thing he's doing there, it's nothing super crazy. You just put your pinky on the 2nd fret of the B string, then pull it off. It gives you that little... That's all it gives you. So you get that... So then after that E, you can slide back into the A string. It's very convenient because your ring finger's already on the D string. From 2 to 7, you can slide right up into it. So and you slide right back into the A. So then on the last time around, so when he gets to most of the time, there's no way out of this mess. And then, so darling, may I help you get out of that dress? The whole time he's playing a B, which you play right here. Second fret of the A string, these 3 strings right here, D, G, and B, on the 4th fret. It's kind of an awkward chord to play if you're very new. You could play this same F-shaped B up here, but it sounds better over here. It's more what he does up here. So, and then get back into the intro. And in that second verse, you can try and add those little percussive. It's a little bit harder to do, a lot more advanced, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So the only other couple things you need to know. The bridge, kind of a extra chorus. It's a kind of an extension of the chorus because it uses the exact same chords as the chorus. It just has different words. It's the part where he's, dress I know you always love. Truth be told, I'm so caught up in everything about my life. My lights and camera all the time. I sound like a rapper. But the whole time he's doing the same thing he does in the chorus. This. So on no, you could just go to that B, and then it takes you right back into the chorus. Roses are red most of the time. There's love in my heart, there's a love in my heart, no in your mind. There's no way out of this, no way out of this mess. So, and then you go back to your so darling, may I? So darling. The whole time you play that B. So even when he goes high, so darling, may I? So you can even switch to this B. So help you get out of that dress. And then end on the E. Pluck through all the strings slowly. And that's the whole song. There you go. That's Rose's Acoustic. Now you know how to play it without a capo. Again, link for that other video with the capos in the description. It might be a little bit easier for some newer players. This is kind of an intermediate-ish song. There's a bar chord or two. There's that cool intro, which you kind of have to get the whole hammer-on thing down. If you don't have that down, that's something to work on, obviously. But keep working on the song. It'll sound really good. People are always like, oh, that just sounds so nice. They always love hearing it. It's very calming, very relaxing. It's a fun song to play just sitting on the couch. If somebody just goes, hey, play me something, you play them that, they'll be like, oh, yeah, I like that. What is that? And a lot of people won't know what it is, but I think MacKenzie's done so well for himself that he's going to start picking up some steam here, and then people will know who he is, what he's about, and all his music and such. So it's a cool song to get out there. I just thought I'd get it out there for a tutorial. I'm going to work on Little Moon next. Hopefully that'll be what I can do next. I'm still learning it. It's not too complicated, but it's just something I have to watch him play. The most complicated part is sitting down, taking the time to watch him play it and learn it. But next, I might show Billie Jean too, because I know I've seen people request that. And to some of those very higher up music teachers on YouTube. But this is just kind of a cool thing for me to do. It's my side hobby, playing guitar. Some people know that watch my video game videos know that I play guitar, and I've played on streams and other videos before. So it's a fun thing for me to do. It's a fun thing for me to teach. I hope it helped you, because that's the goal of these, to help you learn how to play it. Regardless, it's going to do it for me. I'll check all those links out in the description. We'll get back to some other regular uploads soon, but this is going to be like my middle ground break for right now. So if you have a guitar, learn how to play the song. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. I highly recommend you check out MacKenzie and his music. And I will try and do Little Moon or Billie Jean next. I'll decide. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. Leave any kind of comments, criticisms, things I can do better camera angles, zoom in on some parts, zoom out on other parts, do better explaining. I feel like I did a pretty good job for my first video, but I'm not trying to toot my own horn, you know what I'm saying? So that's going to do it for me, though. I'm out of here. See you guys later, and peace out.